Hey everyone, thanks for coming back for part two of my Becoming Love series. And today we talk about loving yourself. Why do we start with loving yourself over loving others? Because believe it or not, the most important thing is to love yourself. And then when you love yourself, you naturally love other people. In spirituality, the way things work is everything starts out internally. You work on your inner self, and then your inner self reflects your outer world. So the more we do the work within, the more beautiful our world will look on the external. So what does it mean to love yourself? I wish you were in person so we could have this discussion. The way I define loving yourself is complete acceptance for you, letting go of judgment for you. That is not easy. I don't think it's something that we necessarily completely accomplish in this lifetime, but we work toward it every day. And some days we get it right, and some days not so much. So, a great example of how to love yourself and why it's so important is when you're in an airplane and they're giving the little talk with the card teaching you what to do in the event of an emergency. And they say, for those of you with children, if we experience trouble in our aircraft and the masks drop down for breathing, please make sure you first put the mask on yourself and breathe, and then put the mask on your child. It's a great analogy because what it's saying is you really can't save someone else until you first save yourself. And so it's a beautiful analogy that I like to use in many examples when I talk about putting ourselves first. It's not selfish, it's self-care. I got a video on that too. Let's see. So the most important question you'd want to ask of yourself every day is, what do I need? In this moment, what do I need? If you are feeling exhausted, ask yourself in that moment, what do I need? Probably a nap. There's nothing wrong with a nap. If you are feeling put upon by somebody else, ask yourself in that moment, what do I need? Maybe it's to walk away. And if it is, you can excuse yourself and say you have to leave, you're not feeling well. But that is the question. It's sort of a mantra of sorts to ask yourself is, what do I need in this moment? What do I need? And the more you honor that, the more you love yourself. So we want to honor ourselves every day. And the way we get to a place of more self-love for ourselves is a lot of ways, by loving and accepting the body, loving and accepting the mind, and loving and accepting the whole person. So let's first talk about the body. So if you truly love yourself, then you're paying attention to the foods that you're eating. If we're feeding ourselves a lot of fast food and food that is not in the produce aisle, chances are we are not giving ourselves enough nutrition. And we want to give ourselves nutrition because that's how we really love our bodies. Our bodies can be healthy. You are the only one that can make your body healthy. So loving the body is learning about feeding it well. And then it's about exercise. And I always tell people, don't exercise doing something you hate. Like, I really tried to lift weights for many years, and I hated it. No matter how I did it, no matter where I did it, I tried everything. Nothing worked. I finally come to a point of acceptance. What is the point of doing something that you hate when your higher self is saying, I don't like this? So instead, I switched over to yoga. Am I going to have, chiseled biceps? No, I'm not. But I'm still doing resistance training and I love it. That's how we honor the self and honor the body. So pick an exercise that you enjoy, that doesn't feel awful. You could try dancing, hula hooping, hiking. There's so many things. I mean, for me, my favorite is walking. But whatever it is, kickboxing, whatever it is, do it. Because if you're hearing from the inside that this is what you like, then you're aligning your energy and you're loving on yourself because you're healing your physical body. And since you're in alignment with what you want, it's like a win-win situation. And then sleep is another part of loving you. Everyone needs a different number of hours of sleep. So you have to listen to yourself and ask yourself, what do I need? How much sleep do I need? For me, I need 7 to 8 hours of sleep, but I know people who do really well with 4 hours of sleep. Again, it's whatever your signature is, whatever speaks to you. But whatever it is, it's honoring that. Okay, so those are the things that we need to do for our body, exercise, nutrition, sleep, all good stuff. And then we have to learn how to accept our body where it is and love our body for where it is. It's not easy to do, and especially with the influence of media showing us what is beautiful. I'm so pleased that now we're finally getting to this point. I'm 54 years old, where I'm just now seeing that it's okay to be all different weights, and it's okay to look however you look, that it's completely beautiful. And if you own it, whatever it is, if you love yourself, it is you beam and you look so beautiful. So learning to accept and love the body the way it is. And sometimes that requires creating affirmations, because I think that that's one of the hardest things to do, is learning to love your body where it is, and maybe telling yourself, my body is beautiful, and repeating that until you finally eventually believe it. Okay, so that's honoring and loving the physical side of yourself. Then we have to honor and love the other sides of ourselves. For example, play and joy. It sounds frivolous. One of the most important things we can do. A life without play and joy is a freaking miserable life. I wouldn't want it. A lot of times we don't even know what we love to do or what brings us joy because we're so busy being busy. I know our society has taught us to be very busy, but I'm proposing the opposite. The less busy you are, the more relaxed you'll be, the more you'll be able to hear and feel what brings you joy. So, as I've said in so many of my videos, for me, being in the woods brings me joy. Being near water brings me joy. So you can bet, as much as I can, I do that. And the same with play. I need to dance. I need to be silly. I need to hang out with lighthearted people so that I can also feel my lighthearted self. This is not selfish, any of this. This is self-care. There's a big difference. So playing and finding joy. Now, somebody else's joy might not be your joy, and you do not have to participate in their play or their joy if it doesn't speak to you. And that's sort of my next piece that I want to go into, is dealing with other people when you're socializing and through obligations. I know that we all have things we have to do, and sometimes we have social obligations, but as much as possible, we want to have authentic friendships that are balanced, friendships where people are kind to you and you're kind back. And when you walk away from hanging out with them, you feel good. If you are in a relationship where it feels like the other person takes more than they give, inside, that is not honoring yourself. That is not what you need. So it's okay to walk away from some friendships if they don't serve you anymore. And that's another program here that we've been taught. Oh no, you need to stay friends with everyone. If you've known them from elementary school, you should be friends for them for the rest of your life. But the reality is that is impossible. You grow and change all the time. So honoring yourself and excusing yourself from obligations and socializing that doesn't appeal to you, that is okay. And when you do this, when you honor yourself, all of a sudden, new people will start to come into your life. When you hold these people that don't really enhance your life anymore, it keeps you blocked from these new people entering. So honoring yourself, listening to yourself, loving yourself allows these new beautiful relationships to come in. And also being quiet as much as you can, taking a walk, taking a bath, meditation. The more you do that, the more you create a space of quiet in your body, the more peace you start to feel. And when you feel this peace, you feel gratitude and you feel love. And you feel love for yourself. And finally, the best way to learn to love yourself is by being present in every moment. Do one thing at a time, move slowly in your life, and just notice what's going on around you. Be mindful, and that mindfulness will grow and bloom and turn into so much self-love. And then the last idea that I just want to leave you with is, when you're learning how to love yourself, what's interesting to think about is, would you ever tell your closest friend the things that you tell yourself? Would you ever say those things? And the answer is no, you wouldn't, because it would be hurtful. So use that same love and care and reverence for yourself. And don't tell yourself terrible things about yourself. Be kind to yourself, love yourself, ask yourself in every moment, what do I need? Honor yourself every day. And this is how you love yourself. Thank you for watching. And next week, I'm going to teach you how to love the world and all the people in it. Thanks so much. Love you.